All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We are broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley area. Yes, we are such a strong community here in the Fox River Valley, consistent of lots of great communities, cities, towns, villages that come together to work together. And here on WRMN, we want to ensure that we let you know exactly what's going on here in the Fox River Valley area. Of course, too, we love to give recognition, of course, to folks out there, and we want you to tune in. So tune in here on WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, we are on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you want to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We are also currently streaming live on Facebook.com at WRMN 1410 Radio, so you can also find us on Facebook. We have the app that you can download. You can go to our website, WRMN1410.com. If you go to our website, you'll be able to find us there. You can also tune in directly through the AM 1410 dial, or also we do have a section on our website that you can just click to listen live directly through our website too. So there's lots of different ways that you can tune in, keep up to date, and in the loop with what's going on here in the area, of course. Absolutely. Now, as we know here, the City of Aurora has been doing lots, of course, with the community, as well as, of course, their own community here, launching so many really cool things. There's so much going on, of course. I do like to bring up, for example, here, enjoyaurora.com. I always like talking about that, seeing what's going on in the area. And something that is really, really cool that they have recently launched is called MyAurora311. Now, this is a new software, including web platform, mobile app, and also upgraded phone service and enhanced in-person call center as well. This is definitely a very big achievement, something very big that we want to make sure that the word does get out. And we do have some very special guests here. We do have John and Rikki with us both today to talk with us a little bit about this. How are you both doing today?
Doing well. Thanks for having us.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today. And if you want to do a little introduction on yourself, I know, John, many people know who you are, but for those of you who are just tuning in, we'll let them introduce yourself if you are just tuning in now.
I am Rikki Benjamin, the Customer Relations Manager, so the head of the 311, the MyAurora311 that we just launched.
Very, very cool. So tell us a little bit firstly here, what is Aurora 311? Now, this is a new system. It definitely improves customer service. We want to get a little bit more of a deeper understanding of the system's functionality and also the expected impact as well. So tell us a little bit about, well, first and foremost, how did it get started? Was this kind of a group effort, or was it something that even citizens of Aurora kind of requested kind of as like a put together?
I would say it's a combination of all of that. So it's been a vision that the city has had for a while, and it's something that the city really needed to implement. The thought behind it was being able to give the constituents a single point of contact with communication and a customer experience, so that by calling 311 and launching My Aurora 311, they have that first point of contact so we can give them the consistent communication and customer service they deserve.
That is really, really cool. Now, how do you anticipate residents will adapt to using this new mobile app and online customer support center? And then also, what are some resources that are available to help them get started?
So an app is always a great way. It's something that the citizens can have at their fingertips. So the My Aurora 311 offers citizen request, issues within the neighborhood, concerns that residents may have, such as getting their parkway trees trimmed, filling potholes, or anything city services that we can provide. So it's really important that residents download the app. As I mentioned, it's something they have at their fingertips, so they can do it anywhere that they are. They can put in a request. They can go on there and also get information about events, city council, any other information that we've put on there. It has links as well. There's also a web portal that if downloading the app is not something they're able to do, they can go onto the web portal and have just the same experience. Outside of that, though, having a 3-digit number that is easy to remember, easy to contact, is very convenient for residents to be able to contact the City of Aurora.
Absolutely. That 3-digit number is really, of course, easy to remember, and it's great access to getting all of these different services and information. I think it's great, for example, here when it comes to street maintenance and repairs. You want to keep people up to date on what's happening in the area when it comes to any of those repairs that might be happening, especially giving them a little bit of a heads up as well, too, or calling for any questions, comments, or concerns is also good. So I think that I know for a fact that this My Aurora 311 is going to really bring the City of Aurora as well as surrounding areas too together even more, and even make them even stronger too, which I think is a really, really cool achievement as well. So I think that that's awesome. Now the app here too. Now, has the app been released yet, or is it still kind of in the works?
Nope, it was launched on March 11th, 311, so available to the public in both Apple and Android.
Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Now, what are some types of requests or cases that you expect to see maybe most commonly submitted, generally speaking? Is there anything in particular that you kind of expect to see? And then how will those be more prioritized as well?
Some of the major ones we see are parkway tree trimming, potholes being filled. The convenient thing about the app is, residents pass by the same thing day in and day out, and they don't have a convenient way to report it to the city. So by having the app, the roads they travel every day to work, to and from, it's convenient. They can just go on and put in those types of requests. But there's numerous types of requests. They vary from city services to concerns and issues within the neighborhood as well.
I think that's really cool too. Now, is there going to be a specific social media page that is specifically related just to Aurora, My Aurora 311, or will this be kind of a posting that will be on the main Aurora social media sites?
Yeah, we're going to be pushing this really hard.
Okay.
They're not going to get their own page, but we made sure to put something out, obviously, on the day of 311, 311. Got a crack marketing team there at City Hall, I'll tell you. But yeah, we already put it out, and we're going to be sure to really continue to push this out a lot to the residents, because they need to understand that now, you don't have to call 256 info anymore. You can call 311 when you're inside of city limits and get what you need taken care of relatively simply and easily. Another part of this that we haven't gotten to yet is the fact that more call takers have been hired, a lot more, and the hours for that customer service call center now expanded from 8 to 5 to 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yep. So this is a really robust expansion that just goes beyond even an app or just a web browser or something of that nature. This is an entire program shift that is really here to help out the residents. So we're going to be able to really push this out more and more on social. And additionally, with the launch of our brand new city website, which we launched only about 3 weeks ago, having both these things kind of come out around the same time really helps us out in terms of getting that messaging out to the residents and help them understand that it's here to stay.
I think what's also really cool too is this is really going to help with local businesses, especially newer businesses too. They want to ensure that, of course, what they're getting involved with, this is the right city, this is the right location, and having My Aurora 311 will greatly strengthen that customer service experience as well too. And as you are a customer relations manager, I think that this is going to definitely improve response time. I know that you've said that before, a better two-way communication and more questions that will be answered as well. So I think that that's going to be really good. And yes, so My Aurora 311 is now live. It officially was March 11th. Now you can actually go to the website that is www.aurora.il.us/311. You'll be able to find that under the city services if you do want to check that out for yourself. There's information also posted on there too. We do have it up on the screen. If you are following along on Facebook and also on YouTube right now, you'll be able to do that. Again, they are served as your first point of contact for the City of Aurora. It provides that cohesive customer experience for all Aurora residents as a one-stop shop for non-emergency city services, information, and also assistance. I also do have to ask here too, with this being now, of course, now included with Aurora, you'll probably have to monitor more calls as well too. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, we imagine an uptick in calls, but also with the app involved, there will be a lot of residents using the app as well. But definitely more traffic, more calls. That's what they're for answer questions.
There you go. I think also too, with more people using it, with technology growing, we always want to make sure that we're up to date with technology. And this is a perfect example of that too. I think it's great that you allow for people to call in. It means that you care about, of course, the city of Aurora. You care about the residents as well too. You want to ensure that they have this opportunity and you're giving it to them, which is great.
I'd like to add too, I believe we came here maybe about a year ago. I came with somebody else. We were talking about the Your Voice engagement platform that the city of Aurora had launched at that time. And now we've launched a new website. We have 311. All of this is a concerted effort from the communications and marketing department side to really do more for the residents. We've heard people's complaints and they were understandable, right? How do we get a tree trimmed? Why is the website really just difficult to use? So really what we've been trying to do as a department, because we're all part of the same department, is work together, work cohesively to do what we can to help the resident experience when it comes to customer service and communications just be way better. Instead of wondering like, man, where am I going to get this information from? Why are there different things out there? All of this stuff really works together. When you talk about the new website, you talk about the engagement page, our new email software, now 311, which is smack dab in the middle of all of that. You put all that together, I think it's a really cool sort of communications matrix that allows residents, if they don't know where to go, there are many resources now available for them to get to where they need to go and get those questions answered relatively quickly.
There you go. Now, would you say that this app is pretty? I would think that this app is pretty geared towards easily being able to be used, so it's not as difficult. It doesn't feel like you're jumping through a bunch of hoops. This app is designed to actually make the experience easier for folks.
Yes, definitely. To make the experience easier, it's very user-friendly. You can open the app right there. You can submit a picture. You can take a picture right on your phone, upload that to the request. And what we did in building this software was really hearing the residents out, trying to make it user-friendly so that they're not searching for things and searching and they never find it. And then they end up having to call us. We tried to make it in simplest terms so that they could find the request they're looking for and make it a great overall experience for them.
It's a great platform to use for people who want to, have their questions and comments. And like you said, send over pictures. Sometimes you might feel like, oh gosh, I can't get in contact with the city. It's, sometimes it might feel like you're jumping through a bunch of hoops. This app is really a great, functional, stable way to be able to get to that and also know that you're ensured that quality responds back again too. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're here for the residents at the end of the day, and I think that's something that, gets lost in the shuffle, right? We're all busy during our day-to-day lives. Residents are too. They're working a day job. They don't have time to think about what their government's doing maybe from 9 to 5. So, really the emphasis is we're here to make things easier for you. I mean, the slogan, which was developed by someone on your team, Christina, right? Your questions answered. That's the official slogan for 311, MyAurora311. And I think it's just important to note that, especially from our perspective as the communications and marketing department, which, includes communications, brand and marketing, video, and customer service, that's literally what we're here for. We are here to serve the residents. We're here to answer their questions. We're here to point them in the right direction and feed them information that is correct, that is accurate, and that is good for the city. And, I think if people start to look at it from that perspective, they're really going to get into stuff like 311 or like the new website or all of these different initiatives that we're trying to do. Gets people really excited about what's to come for Aurora and gets them to understand more of, why we're here. We are here for them. We're here to serve them. And that's something that's really important, and they need to understand that.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of actual as an app too, because it is an application, do you plan on also throughout time update the app as well too? Is that something that's kind of something that people can expect as certain updates? Of course, I'm sure people might even, say, hey, I really like this app, but maybe even adding this to it. Is that something, of course, to kind of keep in mind as well?
Yeah, I would say, as John mentioned, we're here for the residents. So we're always looking to better the experience and upgrade anything where we can. So we're always open to feedback to see what we can do to make their experience already or any better than it already is.
Absolutely. Now, I know it's only been released for a couple days now, but have you received any feedback from people?
There's been some feedback both internally and externally. So from the residents saying that it's been user-friendly. They've been able to accomplish what they were looking for. It actually, when a case is closed, does send out a satisfaction survey. So we've gotten some back as well with positive feedback.
There you go. Folks, communication is important, and this app, MyAurora311, is definitely going to help to bring that communication better and stronger together. So thank you both for joining us here live on WRMN AM 1410. And how can people find more information about MyAurora311?
So we could, if anybody is online, they can go to www.aurora.al.us/311. Very simple, very easy. You could call 311 to learn more information. You can download the app. App's available on Google Play and the Apple App Store. And be sure to follow us all over social media at City of Aurora IL, because we are going to be really pushing this one hard. Again, we want people to know that this technology exists. It's one thing to launch it, which took a ton of work on the back end to do that too. You know, certainly, you know, Rikki's team at customer service, our IT team, information technology, they really worked hand in hand together to get this out. Now it comes back to on our plate from a communications and marketing side to really push this out to a lot of people, make sure they understand that it exists and that it's here to stay. So if you follow us on social media, you'll be seeing a lot of posts about it, certainly in the near future and the time to come.
Absolutely. Being a part of the community. That's the City of Aurora. Thanks so much for joining us today, folks. We are going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit. So, of course, stay tuned and we'll be back. Here on WRMN AM 1410, we like to keep you informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.